shadows only cover so long. No, my memories with the dead. Oh God, help you, this is widespread. We're coming for you.
This is Nasty Neal Jones along with
Annabelle Lecter.
all right, and this is dinner and a movie. Urgh. Yeah, it's good times here. And we're at Coolidge after midnight.
And this is in Coolidge Corner in Brookline, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston.
And we're going to see A House of a Thousand Corpses midnight showing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've been around this theater before, but I've never actually gone to any of the after midnights. So I'm really excited to see what the crowd's going to be like and find out what kind of response we get.
And the people here are really friendly.
Yeah.
They're letting us film some stuff here.
Yep, they've been really kind to us.
Yeah. Hopefully it's the first of a few of these.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to coming to quite a few more because it looks like they've got a really good lineup of shows. A lot of older stuff. House of a Thousand Corpses has been out for a while, but still get a good crowd.
It is a pretty awesome sign, as you can see, and we'll take some still pictures. You can see the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a great old theater. It's really beautiful outside. It's got the old classic marquee, and you'll get to check it out. It's a really beautiful place.
Yeah. So. And if you're in Brookline and you come to a midnight showing and you see us here, come up and say hi, get a little interview. It's a good time.
Absolutely.
You can find us at withoutyourhead.com.
And you can find us on Facebook at withoutyourhead.com.
That's right.
Neal Jones and Annabelle Lecter, we're both on there, and we'd be happy to add you and get some conversation going about some great horror movies and horror-related stuff.
It's good times here, and let's go and watch a movie.
All right, sounds great.
We're coming for you. Say goodbye, oh to God that days are spared you.
I'm up here from Bill Rickham, Mass. I'm up here tonight because I've been coming to the Coolidge Midnite shows for about a year, so I check up on, what they're showing. I come pretty much like every week, just about. But I'm a big House of a Thousand Corpses fan. I remember I saw a movie. Was it like 10 years ago now in the theater? I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I'm a big, horror movie fan, especially like 70s horror. What this kind of goes for. So.
What was the first movie that brought you here?
My friend won a pair of tickets to Friday the 13th Part 3 3D screening last year, and then we saw that they were playing like Dead Alive and a bunch of stuff, and after that we just kind of hooked.
Awesome.
Hello, Sarah. I'm out here from Salem, and this is not my first time here. I've been coming with him. I guess after he came to see that, did you come with Mike the first time? When he came here, he loved it so much that we had to come back, and he brought me.
What was your first time? What was your first movie?
What did we end up? Was Dead Alive the first one we ended up seeing here? Or?
Might have been.
I think it might have been Dead Alive.
What's the experience like seeing the movie with other horror fans?
It's pretty great. There's kind of nothing like it because people who bother showing up to midnight screenings and that aren't first run at like a mass movie theater, like they're here for the movie, not just to like go out and waste money on something they may not even care about.
I am Mary. I'm from Nahant, Massachusetts, and I come here. Awesome. I don't know if I can swear. Can I swear?
As much as you want.
Because it's fucking awesome. Yeah, like I'm a big horror fan as well. Cody's the one actually who told me about this, but the first time I came here, it was for like some burlesque show, and they were doing Return of the Living Dead, which was awesome. It was my first time seeing that movie too. So I don't know, it's just awesome seeing like movies I love like on a big screen too, and having a bunch of fans who like shout their favorite lines and like jokes and shit. It's really cool. Sorry, I can't do this without swearing, man.
What was your favorite line?
It's a tough one. Probably send more cops. That was great. And just, I don't know, they had a lot. I also liked that I Once Slept with the Devil. It was really no big deal song that they have in there. I can't remember who it's by though. Do you know?
I don't remember offhand. I got the soundtrack on my iPod, but I don't remember.
At this point, are you guys so dedicated to this night that you'll basically come out for whatever show they play, like whether or not you've seen it?
They played a
before?
lot of new stuff too that we've made. You know, the effort to come up. Like they played The Divide up here, and we came up to see that. Just mostly on the basis that they were playing it. And, they played a trailer too. You see it looks interesting. So yeah, for the most part, if they play something. If it sounds interesting, it sounds, something up my alley, which 99% of the time it is.
Yeah. Also depends on if we're broke or not. So it's a major factor in the setting, like processing.
Yeah, that's great because you guys are coming from kind of far off. Like Salem, I know is like a fair amount.
It's not bad. Like she's right next to me. We're all about the same. Far out from different directions.
Yeah, plus I live in Nahant, so that's like half an hour away from everywhere. So I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah.
Works.
Great.
Thanks a lot, guys.
No problem.
We're obviously here to see House of a Thousand Corpses. Woo! It's gonna be awesome. It's on 35. It's a really, really nice print. And to tell you the truth, I've never seen it on the big screen, so it's gonna be fun for me. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I think it's a really fun movie. And okay, that's.
I'm Stephanie. I'm from Quincy.
I'm Bill. I'm from Norwell, down in South Shore.
I really like the Coolidge in general, just because I'm a huge fan of like B-horror and like horror movies in general and cult horror, and like you don't really get to see a lot of that on the big screen, so it's really cool to see that in general on the big screen, especially in kind of like a midnight movie setting. It's really cool, and I love this movie.
I definitely think it's great to get to see a movie in a way where audience interaction is kind of encouraged, as opposed to like going to a mainstream theater where it's kind of frowned upon. Everyone sits very quietly and there's no applause at the end of the film, and then you come and you see these great cult movies and everyone just kind of goes wild and kind of laughs and responds to the film, and really like you can tell that people are really digging the movie instead of just like, okay, I liked it after the movie's over. So.
Was this the first time you've been here?
No, we come here frequently.
What was the first time?
The first midnight movie I saw. Together?
I don't remember.
Probably, I'd say I've probably been doing this for like a year and a half. I probably come once a month or so. So depending on the time.
I think my first midnight movie was just under a year. So.
Well, have you heard of the movie?
Yes, up Pet Cemetery.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I just saw Women's Prison Massacre, which is an Italian movie from the late 70s, I think, which is like a prison exploitation movie. It was just like really ridiculous and over the top.
And then we saw Story of Ricky too, so Ricky O.
Yes.
Which was great, which was awesome.
Which is like a Japanese, like, guys gonna punch through walls.
Prison
like,
violence, yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It's ridiculous, stuff like that, so, yeah.
It's just great to see stuff that you would normally get to see in an environment where, like, film love is really, like, appreciated.
That's encouraged.
Yeah, encouraged. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. It's great.
Do you want to talk specifically like about this movie, what you think about it compared to like other kinds of horror movies you like, or what you think of the acting?
Well, it's a very hit or miss movie. It's definitely one of those movies that's got a core audience. People either really love it or they really hate it. I'm in the love it camp. Part of it is just because of how unique the movie is. It's like an acid trip through a haunted house to like sort of music video style of directing. I don't know. It was just, I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie and White Zombie. So I was a big fan of his musical background. I remember I was in like middle school when I first saw the trailer for this, and it took like a good couple of years to come out. And I remember going and seeing it, and it was one of those things where just at first, the first viewing in the theater, I wasn't quite sure what to make of it, but subsequent viewing has really cemented it as a favorite of mine. It's just very hard to kind of hang a nail on it. I mean, it definitely made in the style of, made to kind of evoke feelings of that like 70s sort of, obviously Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the first thing that comes to mind. Hills Have Eyes, that sort of like crazed renegade family somewhere in the South, wreaking vengeance upon the northern Yankee kids who come in poking around where they don't belong.
But you enjoy the movie more the second viewing as you watch it,
Well, the first time I saw this movie, I saw it kind of twice in a row at the theater back to back, and I've watched it like a bunch of times on home video and stuff. I've met some of the people from it too. I met like Sid Haig and Bill Moseley at horror conventions animations are real cool.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those movies that like it really grows on you the more and more you watch it. It's just like the scenes, the humor, the sort of bizarre like
Alice in Wonderland.
yeah, it really is a movie that grows on you.
All right, we're back once again now.
Yeah.
We've seen the movie. Now it is time to review it.
Yes, so
It's the dinner portion.
yeah, so we promised you guys something good, and at about 3 o'clock in the morning in Boston,
Yeah.
this is what we've got. We have a little IHOP. You know, who doesn't love IHOP?
Yeah. Now some of the Southerners, they're talking about the Waffle House.
Yeah, we don't do Waffle House around New England. We do IHOP.
We do IHOP.
Which, for those who don't know, it is the International House of Pancakes. So we're talking about like high class stuff.
Yes, high class establishment. Now, are you gonna? And I don't want to spoil this, but are you gonna get pancakes at the IHOP?
That's a great question. I am super hungry. I am
too.
I don't know. We'll see what the menu offers.
Yeah,
It's been a little while since I've decided
been to
to
the IHOP?
dine into such a fine place.
But you're with a guy with a fedora, so it's
true.
only first class.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have a feather in your cap.
I do.
Not only is it a fedora, it has a feather in the cap. It's very, very nice.
Yeah. Is it peculiar to wear this around town, or?
To wear that cap?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Especially when you're near Cambridge.
Okay.
If you know the area, you know what I'm talking about. You are
right.
totally within the norm.
All right. Now, are you going to be embarrassed if I order the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity?
Of course not.
All right.
Absolutely not.
Excellent.
In fact, I kind of expect it.
All right, that's my go-to.
Absolutely. So
let's get in here. Get some friggin'
let's go inside and
get some friggin'
something to eat.
pancakes. Yeah.
Do some reviews.
Exactly. All right, it's Neal Jones here.
And Annabelle Lecter.
Right, and we just saw House of a Thousand Corpses, and we'll get into that in a minute. But right now, we're at the prestigious IHOP.
Yes.
And we both ordered the same thing. Now, I was going to get the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity.
Yeah.
Primarily because of the name, I like to order it. Just because I feel like an idiot, and that makes me laugh. But it's good, too.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
You've never had it?
I don't think so. I'm going to have to do it one of these days.
All right, thank you very much. I think I'm good.
I think I'm good too. Great,
right,
thank you.
I'll say the IHOP is a very friendly waiter.
He's a lovely man.
He's a very nice
Find
guy.
out his name and
yeah, we'll
give
put
him
him
a little
over on
shout.
this. That's right.
So if you're in this IHOP,
yeah,
I think we're in Brighton right now. We send you to him. He will steer you straight.
Yeah. Now, Annabelle actually saw this. It was it's not just a burger. It's not just a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It's a bacon cheeseburger bacon or bacon
I don't remember what they call
beef
it.
bacon cheeseburger.
It was very confusing because I could see like the burger section. I thought I would like something a little more substantial and beefy than a pancake. So I saw the burger area and I like bacon cheeseburgers. They had a bacon and beef, then a bacon and beef with bacon, and then like a super deluxe bacon and beef with bacon, whatever that was. So I thought
it was like a monster bacon.
Yeah, that might have been it.
It was scary. Those two burgers.
Maybe we
I
should
think.
have ordered the monster.
Yeah.
But so this burger, I inspected the menu further to find out like what the difference was. One of them said it had bacon, one of them didn't. The patty actually has bacon in it.
Yeah, so it's like doubling up, and it's not just doubling up like where you're getting the double bacon. You're getting two different kinds of bacon.
Yeah.
You're getting the bacon in the burger.
Yes.
And then bacon on top
right
of
into the burger.
Yeah.
So yeah, once Neal saw that, he kind of
I was like,
maybe instead
Rudy
of
Fruity, Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity out the door.
Yep.
It's all over this. And our last experience with bacon was not good.
Oh no! Yeah, we had to make up for that.
Yeah, so I think this one's gonna make up for it.
We shall see. And distribute my onions
it's got
properly.
new ketchup that's never even been opened.
Oh, that's good.
I'm looking like
Because I'll tell you, I've worked in restaurants, and usually the ketchup, if you get an old ketchup, that ketchup sits on top of another ketchup, and it just kind of blend the ketchups together.
People are wondering what are we doing. I cannot open this ketchup.
Would you like some assistance?
Do you have the muscles?
Perhaps. Let's see. I'll clean the grease out.
This is totally being edited out of the video.
Would I just pop in the lid and then twist it?
No, I don't feel so bad. That's what I was worried about.
God damn you, ketchup.
I don't feel so bad now.
I'm just gonna stab you. It's breathing heavily. It's like wheezing at me. This is cool. Did they like glue it to fuck me? Like, screw them.
I'm glad you're pointing it right at me. Are you okay? Did you cut yourself on?
Bleeding.
Is that blood or ketchup?
I think this is open.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just messing
like
with you.
Spitting in my
I
hand.
gotcha.
God damn it.
Oh, it looked like it was closed. Oh. Before we also got the
oh yeah,
this drink, which I totally forget the name of, but
it's mango something.
It's mango. It is.
Tropical Twister.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
Ketchup. So.
We're gonna take a bite at the same time.
Oh yeah. All right.
So be it. You ready? Tastes like a bacon burger. I'm not overwhelmed with the bacon. I do like the bun. I think it's a really good bun.
Yeah, it is a nice bun.
Nice toasted bun.
Yep. My one regret about this restaurant choice is that you cannot get your burger to temp. I mean, I know it's bad for you, but I get medium rare meat.
Even a
medium rare burgers, medium rare steaks.
I can do a medium rare steak. I like a medium steak. I know we talked about this before. It'd be a medium rare plus if we were to split a steak. Mm-hmm. But the burger, I kind of prefer well done. So, sorry about that.
That's all right. I think it's probably better to get the meat here well done.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's all right.
It's a burger.
Yeah. I don't really taste it. I do. I'm starting to taste the bacon in the burger itself now. Once you get more into the burger, it's kind of a smoky taste.
I'm gonna break it off. A little lump. I don't know.
You taste a little bit, but
yeah,
it needs a little salt. Weird. I think the burger itself. Yeah, it's not a particularly great burger.
Well, I know it is a preformed patty, but those cheap preformed patties that you get in like a cafeteria.
That's a ringing endorsement now.
The bun is good.
I think the burger actually has, the bun's like excellent. It's a really good bun. So I just have the bun, please. But I don't know. The burger kind of tastes a little bizarre to me. Like it doesn't really taste like beef.
It does help that I'm starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so hungry that I'm going to eat it anyway, regardless of how I feel about it.
If you notice the last one, we talked for a while before we even started eating.
I know.
This one we're just right into the burger.
Sorry, folks, I can't wait. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Are you doing the same thing as me?
Checking the pretty much, yeah. I didn't know this beforehand, but we eat the burger very similarly. If anybody knows any places that are open late, they could let us know that too. I'm looking forward to going back to Coolidge after midnight, but it'd be nice if there's another place to stop afterwards. And I kind of know why I haven't been to IHOP for a while.
It is the International House of Pancakes, not the International House of Burgers. Lesson learned.
They're talking about us over the waiters.
How are they doing?
This guy's got a red fedora on. He's a big tipper.
It's kind of like, you know...
You made a home and...
Yeah, if you get like the crappy bag of Folgers, you can open, or Senka.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the ones.
And then you kind of leave it... You make it in the morning and you drink it in the afternoon.
Yeah, you throw it in the microwave.
Yeah. 5-star cuisine is what you're saying?
Yes, I highly recommend you come over here to the IHOP.
The question is, out of how many star ranking system? Because you could say 5-star, but if it's out of 50, it's not so hot. You think anyone ever does that? Like in a movie review? Like they'll put up the quotes like 5 stars, but they don't put up the whole thing because it's like 5 out of 10. There was somebody who said that we weren't clear enough last time how we liked the movie, but I thought we were pretty clear. Goes for Robert Budzinski.
Oh, well, we gotta please Robert.
Yeah,
he's an alright guy. I've seen him making some nice posts. So.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a little out there. His daughter has a Without Your Head mug. It's like the world's littlest Without Your Head fan.
Aww.
Yeah, so she's like an infant, and she's drinking coffee out of the Without Your Head mug. So.
You're giving that infant coffee.
Yeah, I think that's good parenting all around.
Right?
A ceramic mug for an infant that's promoting like horror films with scalding hot coffee.
A little shot of Doc McGillicuddy's in there.
Yeah.
Start her off right in her day before she hits kindergarten.
Yeah, I think that's that. What are we going to rank that parenting? 5 stars?
5 stars.
I'm just going to eat the top of this bun because it's my favorite part.
You've got a little it's the beauty of the beard.
That's a running theme on these videos. On the yet to be aired like pre-dinner movie last time, we'll be up there when we went to the bacon thing, and we went to. You told me I had pickle seeds in my beard.
Yeah.
But they're also you can also see them quite clearly in the video before you tell me.
I didn't notice until we were walking, and I looked over, and I'm like, "There's totally a seed in his beard."
Yeah, I don't know. I need like to bring like a comb just to comb through my beard.
Maybe you could have a bib right here. It's like
well, I wouldn't feel
it's
like
kind of like one of those doctor's masks.
Yeah, but it's just lower.
And you could put like a little lobster on it.
I like that. I kind of like that idea. Actually. Yeah. There's not too many things that embarrass me, but that would probably embarrass me. All right.
Especially if I like go behind you and put it on you.
I feel so sweet.
Go, Neal.
You know, we were talking about wheeling you in, which we won't spoil that for future one. And that should be my intro.
Yes.
I get a bib. I get a bib, dude. I kind of think it's a win idea now. You sold me on it.
I'm so happy because I'm really looking forward to making a little bib with a lobster.
Yeah, the lobster on it makes it, I think. Yeah. And we're in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's totally appropriate.
Yeah, it's very good. Mm-hmm. All right, you ready for the review?
Sure.
No.
All right, so House of a Thousand Corpses. Not new.
No.
Probably most of you have seen it. Mm-hmm. Probably already have your own opinions.
Yeah.
But
I don't think that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we should review the actual theater first.
Oh, yeah.
Coolidge After Midnight. I think excellent time to be there. It's an excellent theater. It's just the atmosphere, actually, when you in the outside and the inside.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, the big red curtains. I don't know if you got to see the curtains before. I went in there originally, and you could see the red curtains are down. It almost looked like something you would like Google or Photoshop. Like it didn't look like it looked like something that wasn't real.
Yeah, it's a beautiful velvet curtain.
Yeah, it was like just like when you think of just red curtains in front of a theater. That's basically what it was. And it wasn't a packed place, but everyone there was like really into the movie.
Yeah, everybody was really excited to go. It was probably like a college age, maybe a little bit older crowd for the most part.
Yeah, there was a few older people there.
Yep.
And everyone, we said this another thing, but everyone was really friendly to us.
Oh yeah, everybody was super friendly.
Yeah.
Even like there was one guy, he wasn't really interested in doing it, but he was really nice about it.
Yeah.
So.
And like I think it's pretty much because you got to go out of your way if you're going to go see an older movie in a theater at midnight.
Yep.
So you have to actually really love the movie. And I think that really came across to everybody we talked to. I wish we would have got some more people on camera.
Yeah, and it seemed like they're just, not even if they're necessarily committed to that one particular movie, like a few of the people we talked to, they come all the time to everything they put out. The two of the people we spoke to the longest, I think both groups had been going for over a year.
Yeah.
So they're committed to doing this. And from... you'll see, or maybe you've already seen the little clip where people are coming out from like an hour
Yeah, somebody came from Salem, and and I think like you said, it's just the whole experience of seeing a movie with other people who really like horror movies in the theater. And you know, a lot of people today they watch stuff online, which I do too, but it's totally different experience when you see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
And this was a good choice actually, because there's like so much visual and audio, like just stuff coming at you throughout the whole movie. So being in the theater, you really feel all that.
Yeah.
Now, you seen the movie before? Have you ever seen it in the theater before?
I had not seen it in the theater. I did when I started watching. I realized yes, this was the one that I'd seen. I'd seen it just only once. It's a few years ago now.
Yeah.
But it started coming back to me as the scenes passed by.
It's kind of fun actually watching it now if you're not really familiar with it, because there's so many like people in it that have become big stars. And especially if you're like a horror fan, the guys that become like called stars from it, and even I forget the guy's name, but the guy from The Office,
the guy that plays Dwight Schrute.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
And I totally forgot he was in it until I saw it on the Coolidge website on the Facebook page.
Yep.
And that was pretty awesome to see him.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
Yeah. And Rob Zombie always like packs the movies with even the smaller roles or people that you know from other things, and that I always think that's really fun.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed. I think the guy that plays the girl's father in the Salem's Lot two-parter movie. There's the caretaker of the cemetery who turns into a vampire. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen this movie.
Oh yeah.
I believe it's the same guy. Yeah, the one with a big blue awesome head vampire.
Yeah, the Nosferatu-looking vampire. Yeah. That movie used to really scare me as a kid.
Yeah.
It used to be in the Fangoria, and they'd always have these still really just creepy stuff.
Yeah. I think maybe because I saw it when I was younger too, I really enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I do too.
So it was cool. I think it was the same guy that played this role, and I'm gonna have to check into that and see for sure. But I'll be really excited if it was, because I don't know what else the guy's been in.
Yeah.
So.
And if you watch some of the later Rob Zombie ones, this was his first movie, and they're just like packed. Every role is somebody. It's kind of fun just to watch that. Yeah. Good. He interrupted us, but he's still good.
Whatever, that's cool. He was interrupting us to make sure we were well taken care of.
Yes. And,
we're being very nice to him and saying everything's fine. His name, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, is Atila. So I don't know if that's Attila or pronounced otherwise.
I was just going to say, I doubt it's pronounced just spelling the name out.
Yeah.
Like, my name isn't pronounced Neal. You pronounce it like a word. So yeah, Rob Zombie movies, if you watch all of them, just pack everybody in them. Small roles, big roles, everything.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, if we could swivel around the camera, you could see what we're looking at. Some people might enjoy that.
Maybe I'll do a drawing if we can't get a
All right. Have you seen? So you've never seen the second one, Devil's Rejects? A very different movie, but
shame on me.
I was thinking about talking about that on this, but I've talked a lot about it with different panels and on the show, and I think we should just talk about this as a standalone movie.
All right. Excellent.
And also, is that this was his first movie. I think this is the one that really shows a lot of the visual stuff from his videos, and I don't know if he thought that's what his fans wanted or if that's what he wanted, but it cuts to different things and really a lot like his videos.
Yeah, because I remember that from when I was growing up, seeing like Super Beast and different stuff like that. And, the cutaway, the weird like visual effects, like going to different like
almost negative, but it's like different colors, and kind of different music things and
cutaway shots with old movies and.
I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I wasn't really thrilled with that aspect of the movie, but I enjoyed it a lot more seeing it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Because there's something about it, it really hits you more.
Yeah, and it's really his own thing. I mean, it's his thing. So,
it's original.
So, it kind of has this feel to it that you just aren't going to get anywhere else. And if you did get it somewhere else, you'd kind of just think, oh, they're just doing a Rob Zombie thing.
So. And what I think was cool about that, too, because then there's one scene where it's totally quiet. And it really stands out because there's so much going on throughout the whole movie. And I think that really made the scene powerful.
Yeah.
And it kind of made it seem like everything else you can just kind of take as a joke up until that point. And then it's like, well, this is serious stuff if someone gets killed.
Yeah.
And it really put you in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, because it's really drawn out, and you pretty much know it's coming.
Yeah.
And you're thinking maybe So yeah, it's a good use of time.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a total contrast to the rest of the movie.
It kind of made you think, because before that you just kind of laugh and stuff and going with it, then that happens and it's like, oh, well, you know, if this is really happening, it's not all laugh riot. You talk about some of the performances.
I was just thinking, Sid Haig. You know, I'd recently listened to the Sid Haig interview you guys did.
Yeah.
And man, it totally set me up for the movie, I think, just like hearing what the guy was like and whatnot. So you feel like you know the people like more personally. When you watch a movie like that, it's a different experience than just watching him and not really knowing what's going on with the guy.
Even the first...
he was just great. I mean, he's just a likable character.
Yeah.
His delivery on those lines, like I thought, if someone else had played this role, he'd probably still be funny.
Yeah.
But he's just, his voice is perfect. He's got a great look. You know, he's kind of an odd-looking dude, but he totally fits it. And he just seems so comfortable in the role.
Yeah.
And it just comes out easily. He does a great job with it.
It's a role where it's just perfect all around, because sometimes you'll see somebody it'll look cool or they'll have good performance, but it's not well written. But I think this one, it's well written, all his lines. Like you said, the deliveries are spot on, and it's all Sid Haig. It's you know, it's really his personality. I think it's a combination that Rob Zombie knew him and wrote it for him and knew how he would deliver it, and then his performance, and he really gives it his all.
Yeah.
He puts everything into it.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, maybe it's like, maybe he didn't know how Rob Zombie would make his first movie, whatever, he wouldn't go all out, but he goes all, he's really committed.
Yeah.
And even just the look of him.
Yeah.
If with nothing else, you just see him, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, but his delivery, the look, the lines, just perfect. And I think it's one of, like, the iconic horror icons, horror guys in the last, you know, decade or so.
Definitely. And you said that he puts in, you know, he gives it his all, but it's not, yes, some parts are over the top, but it's not like an actor trying really hard to make you like him. It's, like I was saying, yes, he's putting in his effort to make it good, but he makes it seem effortless. He makes the character seem believable, that this is the way this guy...
There's different levels, because he's playing where he's just joking, but yet he still has this creepiness to him, and you can tell there's more to him than just this funny, you know, weird dude. And even like when he's interacting with the police, he shows a little bit of concern there, and just it's a really layered performance. It's not just like this one-note comedy thing. It's really well done. And even the first time I saw that movie, even though I was in love with some of the other stuff, that was a standout to me. And I kind of wish, because though it seemed like when I watched it this time, there's more of them. I don't know why, but the first time I watched it, I was like, man, I wish there would have been more of Captain Spaulding in it.
And I like his shirts.
Yeah, I do too.
Shirts are pretty funny. I'd like to find out if they sell any of those shirts somewhere, because I think it'd be kind of hilarious to own a few of those shirts.
Have you ever seen the DVD?
No.
Well, if you get the DVD, you put it in and don't play it, and he pops out and starts saying, he'll say random lines just at the title screen. So just let that go, and then you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's good stuff.
Check it out.
And Bill Moseley.
Oh yeah.
Otis.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, just a really strange role.
Yeah.
It's like this. He's like this weird hillbilly guy, but yet he's kind of a genius.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on there.
I won't name names. But he does remind me of a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
That I was thinking when I started watching, I'm like, man, that sounds just like anonymous person. And I'm like, I wonder if someday he's going to be out there in the middle of nowhere with some girls like tied up and then cut up.
Interesting.
Yeah, so for me it was like a weird, like, seeing the possible future of one of my longtime friends. So I had a different perspective, I think, on the character than the average person who probably has more normal friends.
But he's. I don't want to keep going to Devil's Rejects, but I will say the performance is totally different in Devil's Rejects. But like I said, I want to focus just on this one as a standalone movie. And there is a little bit of a hint towards his Chop Top character. Not totally, but just a little bit of like his movements and his voice. But this is something I brought up to him a few times. In this, when he plays Chop Top, he seems really small and like a Weasley guy. And as Otis, he really seems like big and like powerful.
Yeah. And he's not a big guy, but he has a physical presence.
Yeah.
He has an intimidating physical presence.
And I think that's really, that he's such a good actor that you could, without like a bunch of makeup, at one point seem small and minuscule and like a weasel, and then in another role seemed like a big menacing guy. He actually gave me the secret.
Really?
Yes.
Can you show us?
Yes, he said, yes, I can. He said, when you're playing chop top, the center of gravity is in your neck. So you're like this. All right? Now, if you're playing the big guy, he said the center of gravity is in your testicles.
I was wondering when you started talking about this. Oh, I can try this myself, but I have to work from the ovaries.
Right. and I did it. Oh, like I just you walk around, and he's totally true. It's totally true.
Really?
Yeah. You kind of feel like John Wayne. Yeah, and you feel,
and then you'd be like,
yeah, and you kind of think it'd be like opposite. Like if you wanted to be like weak and stuff, it would be like you'd put the center of gravity low.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's the opposite. So it's credit to Bill Moseley.
I wonder if that was his own thing or if someone passed that wisdom to him.
I don't know. That's true. I'll have to ask him that. But I really, if you do it, you kind of feel like John Wayne. I don't know why, but
you should get like the Duke tattoo. No.
Not a real big John Wayne fan. I don't know if you know this. Do I seem like I'd be a big fan of John Wayne?
Why not? Captain Spaulding is.
He is, that's true. I wouldn't mind a Captain Spaulding would be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. That would be very cool.
Yeah. So, Captain Spaulding, Otis, what about Baby?
I'm not a dude, so like it's not, I don't think I get quite the same charm effect from her that other people do. I mean, she was alright.
Yeah. Squeaky voice. The voice, is it off-putting?
I think it worked for the movie and it made sense for the movie.
Yeah.
Was she my fave? No. I have to say, from the movie, I like Frankenhooker. She was cool.
She was really cool.
She was cool. I liked her.
Yeah, let's put that over Frankenhooker. Maybe we'll talk about it sometime on the show, but it's always fun to revisit these older movies.
Yes.
And Baby.
Yeah. She, she did a good job in the role. I think she did a really good job, and
I think the annoying voice kind of helps it because then she's not so likable.
Yeah.
Which maybe you want them more likable. I don't know, but
that's
I think
tough.
it helps.
It is tough for me because you're a horror movie person. You like to like the villains.
Yeah.
So, but I thought I know we'll get into this, but the mom.
Yeah.
I think she did a really good job.
Yeah. She's
really
good. Yeah. And they actually replace her in the sequel. It's played by a different actress. Who does a really good job too. But yeah, I don't know if there's a story there or what.
Well, Baby anyway.
Yeah, Baby. I was gonna say you can't see it now, but I actually was wearing the same jeans to the movie that Baby.
Oh, the nice like assless jeans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why Annabelle never walked behind me when we were walking the streets of Boston.
Yeah.
I did.
It's a good night to do it. It was pretty warm out, so it was a wise clothing choice.
Yeah. That's probably when I think of the movie and I think of Baby, that's pretty much what I think of. The scene's good too when she goes into the liquor store.
Yeah.
From Goober.
Yeah.
Goober's pretty. She likes to get fucked up and do fucked up things.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
And
so did Goober.
The truth.
Yeah.
Goober.
Yeah. So the whole family's bizarre, obviously.
Yeah. Which really, I'm watching it tonight. I was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like just an alternative version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You think
this weird, creepy, like family in the middle of more or less nowhere, doing their own thing, living by their own rules, luring in people, and
even
torturing them in awkward, weird ways.
Even some of the scenes are similar, like the dinner table.
Yep.
And when they're kind of escaping, a few times they kind of reminiscent of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But do you think that cheapens the movie at all?
I do think It's hard for me to get away from that. It was difficult for me to totally get into the experience of this movie because I kept thinking about, oh, this kind of reminds me of this, and this kind of reminds me of this, and this kind of reminds me of this. And I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really like that movie.
Yeah.
So, it's tough. I felt like there are certain aspects to the movie that aren't totally original, and I know this movie gets, people love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I have a more critical eye because of that, because the expectations are super high. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong. But I think of like even the brother character, the
with the mask,
victim.
and he's wearing a mask.
Come on. It's like this giant retarded guy that can't talk.
Mm-hmm. He's probably like he's probably like the most good guy of all of them though, because he tries to let the girl away.
Maybe that was a cruel trick.
Oh, it could have been.
Could have been like, yeah, go ahead, Jack. Because they do that over and over again. They screw with him the whole time.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I have a little different take on that. I actually kind of agree with you that it is very similar, but also I kind of think a lot of that is it's showing that it's like love of horror movies, and he's trying to do his own version or pay homage to And the thing I think about almost all Rob Zombie movies is you can tell like he's really trying to do something interesting.
Yeah.
It's not just a typical run-of-the-mill movie.
Yeah.
If you like him or not, you watch and like, well, this is something. He's trying to do something.
Yes. Yeah, and I feel like that is the overall feeling of the movie is, what if a horror movie fan had an unlimited budget to make whatever they wanted? That's a Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's very cool because it did bring in like, I guess almost every element you can bring into a horror movie.
It's almost too much in a way. Because the whole family's weird, and it's pretty much just nonstop, just madness.
Yeah.
And there's like kind of in a way like 3 levels of like crazy. You've got Captain Spaulding, who's kind of on the edge, where he still interacts with like normal people, but he's there's something wrong with him. Then you get the family that's really crazy, but they're still living in the house. Then you just get total madness underground. With Dr. Satan.
Yeah, and like the zombie water-dwelling people who are just hanging out underneath the ground, and
I never really.
It's like a haunted house almost underground.
I've never really got that part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like I think it looks really cool, but I don't think it really fits with the rest of the movie. Maybe if it was its own movie, it would be cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch. Definitely cool visuals. I mean, really awesome visuals. Like the big guy with the axe, and Dr. Satan's cool looking. But I don't think it really fits with the rest of the film.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. So with the Dr. Satan scene, you've got the multiple people. There's like, I assume the guys that are like hanging around watching TV are the super like insane people, because they told the story about how Dr. Satan experimented on the insane people that are supposed to be like the superhumans, and so I wonder if those are his superhumans.
Yeah, it's just
roaming
like
around
guys.
down there.
You guys okay? Yeah. If there's nothing else I can get for you guys, I hope you enjoy the food. I really do, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night.
Thanks.
If you need anything, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
It's almost 2 minutes.
I know.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, right?
Be careful. You don't be ending up in Dr. Satan's office. Even though I think Dr. Satan looks cool.
Yes.
Like he's supposed to be this ancient guy.
Yes.
Like he's all ripped.
Well, I think isn't Dr. Satan the one experimenting with the scraggly hair?
But isn't he? But like his body's like all ripped, and he's got like all these muscles.
Was that ripped muscles, or was that like, I don't have any body fat because I'm so skinny?
Yeah. It is. I mean,
really,
he is
like,
a really cool looking thing. Yeah.
So what was the deal with that like monster with like the
and it just goo starts pouring out. Yeah. Again, like it looks cool. Does it fit in the movie? Why is he there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I really think that whole thing could have been a separate movie. I think I would have probably liked it better, because I honestly don't really like it in the movie. I just don't think it fits in the movie. And I'm kind of with the movie up until they start doing that. And if that was just its own movie and that was its own world, then you could be into it more.
Yeah, and it doesn't last very long either. It's not like there's any depth of any kind.
No, it's just basically her running around.
Yeah.
Someone outside, they mentioned Alice in Wonderland.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
the little dress, and she's in the rabbits, and all this other Alice in Wonderland.
It's probably kind of like he had all these ideas, and maybe thought this is my only chance to make a movie. Let me throw everything in here that I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's cool to look at, but I'm not like loving it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
But if that would have been its own movie, maybe it could have worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I don't spoil the movie, but you get the big twist at the end.
Oh.
You bring Captain Spaulding back.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
Yes.
I think it would have been better if it would just ended with the rise of Otis in the back. Then it could have just ended there. That'd have been good.
Yeah, I think so too. And just cut it. Just leave it up to your imagination.
Is there anything else you want to say about the movie? Anything else that stuck out to you? There's a lot of little things in it that I didn't notice. Like the first time I watched it, like the name of the cereal.
Oh yeah, and then when who's in the telephone booth? The girl.
Yeah.
And it's like missing.
The missing dog head. Yeah.
There's all kinds of weird stuff like that in there.
I like that because it makes you like if you watch a movie more than once, you get to pick up little things.
Yeah, it's like Easter eggs.
Yeah. I think it adds something. We talked about Frankenhooker, and I think his movies, Frankenhooker, Basket Case. There's a lot of stuff going on, like in the background. Just the sets look good, and to me that really adds a lot to the movie.
Yeah, because you can watch them over and over again, and I mean, most of us do watch these kinds of movies over and over again, but it gives you something to kind of like pay attention to and keep you focused and interested.
Yeah. Tom Tolles is in it. I don't know if you're familiar. He's in with Henry, Portrait of Serial Killer.
Oh yes.
Great role in that. He plays a cop in this. And had him on the show. Really cool guy. Did you think he was good as a cop? Like, I think it's really cool that he's in it because I think he's a good actor, but it was kind of a throwaway role. He didn't really do a lot in it. He was just a cop.
Yeah, and there wasn't, I mean, they sort of tried to develop some character with both the police officers, and it ultimately, I don't think it really mattered. I guess maybe they're trying to trick you into thinking it would matter.
Yeah, that could have been the whole part of it. Yeah,
it certainly wasn't enough for me to really care.
Yeah,
you know,
it's interesting that the dad shows up, and you kind of think that the dad's gonna get revenge, save his girl. And he gets pretty much killed right away.
Yeah,
and then that's a pretty disturbing scene too when they cut off his skin and he's coming and seeing his daughter wearing his dad's.
Another Texas Chainsaw Massacre moment. Yeah. Like, there it is again. There it is again. So it's tough. I feel like I'm being super harsh on it. Like I said earlier, maybe because I didn't really remember it very well from the last time I'd seen it, and I know so many people are so into it. My hypercritical eye is scrutinizing it. But I mean, like I said, it's a fun movie to watch. It is visually really interesting. And I mean, no one else makes movies like that, really.
No.
I mean, with all those different elements in it. So it's nice just because it's different.
Yeah, I like the movie. I've never been like really crazy about it, and pretty much like the stuff you've been saying. A lot of it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which doesn't bother me too much, but just I think as the movie goes on and they kind of get crazier and crazier, to me it kind of starts to lose me. And I think it should be a little more grounded in like reality, and I would have liked it better.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of scenes in it that I really like.
Yeah.
I think actually the point we talked about when it goes dead silent, instead of going like really crazy, I think it should have kind of went more realistic.
Yeah.
To go along with that scene, but that's not the movie that was made.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really maybe it was easy to get that whole build up until that point, and then where do you go from there? Maybe they just
further into madness.
Yeah, just stuff all those ideas in there as quickly as you can and get the movie done in under 2 hours.
Yeah. So, like I said, I would recommend the movie. I'm not in love with it.
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. So, as
and
far as
I like
rating,
that it's. I just like that the movie is interesting and there's stuff going on, and even though some of it I'm not crazy about.
Yeah, I do think it's a good movie. It's good that it exists because I think it probably has prompted a lot of other filmmakers to
There's a lot of creativity
do
in it.
more creative stuff. And I think it really it did get a lot of attention, and I think that it helped draw out the popularity of horror as a genre. A lot of people tuned into it that were not necessarily gorehounds anyway, that got into it. So.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Meh.
I think we did a good job.
I think we said it. Yeah, it's been said. And if we didn't say it, then call us out on it. We'll try to address whatever it is you've got in mind.
Yeah, that's right. And we're not. I don't like star systems. I just like you like it or you don't like it. There's levels of recommendation. You don't have to give stars. I said I recommended it, but I just don't love it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, Robert Budzinski? What do you think? Is that good enough?
It's good enough for me.
All right, cool. Well, this was Dinner and a Movie Part 2.
Dinner and a Movie Part 2.
House of a Thousand Corpses, midnight showing at Coolidge after midnight. I had a good time.
Had a good time. Annabelle Lecter.
Neal Jones. Don't recommend the IHOP, but what can I
say? we'll work on it.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully be returning to Coolidge, and we'll see what we can do about recommending
There was a nice little bar outside.
Yeah, actually there was also a bar inside. I think they only served beer and wine, but that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
you go into the movie theater, have a little alcohol.
It's good times. I don't drink. Straight edge.
I know. Cramping my style, Neal Jones.
They don't serve alcohol at the IHOP. It's kind of down.
I know.
I was kind of looking forward to some fire.
I thought that too. You mentioned that a little earlier. There's no fire, and I'm like, oh shit, there's no alcohol.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was really more hit that there was no alcohol.
Yes.
I could live without the fire.
Next time, flask.
I almost brought it. I don't know if you saw the picture. I don't know. Next time.
Next time. Flask.
All right. So rate, comment, subscribe. Just do it. Is that good?
I think so.
All right. I think there's like 15 false finishes. We got Flex Zombie, Flex Monty Python. These have never even opened.
I see that. That's pretty cool. So where did you pick these up?
Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so I got them the other day. And they came in the mail. Oh, if you remember or not, I asked you if you had the zombie one.
Yes.
And you said you couldn't find it. So I was like, should I get it or will she find it? I was like, I'll just get it.
That's a good thing you did because I couldn't. I thought about it. I'm like, where is it? And I think it's probably at school. So.
I thought it would be a good one to play.
Yeah, this is a fun game. I like it.
And it matches your shirt.
Yeah. I love this shirt.
So that is really cool. I like that shirt.
Yeah, I got this at, I think it was a con a long time ago.
Yeah.
A really long time ago. Sometimes I got a Night of the Living Dead, like, long sleeve shirt as well.
Yeah.
I need some more horror shirts, though.
I do,
that's
too.
all I've got in my collection.
Yeah. They get redundant. I feel like I can't wear the same thing twice in a video.
Yeah. You can't do that.
This would be bad.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're listening and you own a horror shirt website, it'd be free publicity.
Absolutely. I'll wear your shirts. Send me whatever. Mm-hmm. Yep. And if I haven't seen the movie, I'll go out and watch it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll make it relevant.
Right. Exactly. Or just pretend you have. That's my go-to.
Yeah, don't send any Twilight shirts.
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't think I'm kind of thinking anybody who's listening to this probably is not like a fan.
Watch Twilight.
But like Rotten Cotton. Or,
how about No Van Helsing?
Oh jeez.
I know that some of the people that listen perhaps like Van Helsing, but
it's very peculiar.
Not my thing.
Yeah, I don't think that movie's even big enough to make like merchandise.
No,
I don't think there's any fans.
You don't think they came out with toys at Walmart?
I think they did.
Yeah.